this going. Just check that everything's up and running, and we'll continue. Yep, alright. Cool. Let's go into the Hotel de Board. Try and cheer up the Melusine. Oh, we're going up. May as well buy some ingredients while I'm here. Flour, as always. Butter. Oh, we're out of ham. Interesting. Grab some cheese, less than 50. Alright. There we go. Paimon! Desmond, good evening. Telechard, you're close! You haven't resigned already, have you? Not just yet. I took off my uniform because it makes me feel much lighter. So, do I look good in these? Not bad at all. You look much better! Even your voice sounds gentler. Oh, okay. This must be the right life for me, since I can't do anything well. It's best not to do anything at all. Stop thinking like that! It just so happened to be a really tricky case. It isn't just this case. Have you heard of Fontaine's Aquabus? That's how we got to Fontaine! Then, you must have taken the Clementine line, right? Aval is the tour guide there, and Alphane is in charge of the Navia line. Actually, I used to be a tour guide too. I was the guide on the third line, the Callus line. I used to travel to the Fontaine Research Institute, but service was suspended due to the incident. Whoa! You used to be a tour guide? That's awesome! It's not awesome at all. Tour guides aren't exactly the elite. Being assigned as a tour guide is what happens when you're bad at being an agent. Oh! So you returned to the Mauritius Phantom because the line stopped operating? Not quite. I was laid off due to complaints from tourists. Some praised me in person, but wrote complaints as soon as they got home. They said my voice grates like a crow. I couldn't accept it. Oh, I don't mean the complaints. I couldn't accept that they told me I was doing well to my face when they clearly had a problem with me. I'll let you in on a secret. Editor Jenk was the first to complain that I sounded like a crow. He's such a hypocrite. No wonder you were arguing with him back then. Paimon sort of gets it now. Let's not dwell on annoying stuff like that now. Now's the time to focus on enjoying some delicious food. Hotel de Bourg was recommended by the official tourist guide. I may not like it, but I think you might. Thanks, Telechard. But shouldn't we wait for Curve? He's not here yet. It's fine. He doesn't eat this kind of thing anyway. He just wants to record Hotel de Bourg's data into his Lie Learning module. His Lie Learning module? Curve really is special. Yes, I'm very happy to have met him. However, his core is aging rapidly, so he will go into hibernation mode soon. His body parts can be replaced, but not his core. Hibernate? Are you trying to say? He will stop moving. Forever. I'm really just completely useless, aren't I? I can't solve my cases as an agent. I get complaints as a tour guide, and let's not even talk about my attempts at making breakfast. Now I can't even manage evidence properly. Did you sneak out to try and get Curve repaired? No one but Dr. Mosso can repair Curve. I just wanted him to see more about how humans lie and help him overcome the Mosso protocols. Overcome the Mosso protocols? Why? That would be amazing. Curve could even become a genuine human. Feels like Paimon just heard something incredible. Dr. Mosso's true goal was to create a machine that would gradually become human by understanding lies and humanity. That's Curve's ultimate form. Legends say that a Fontainian scientist called Alain Guillotine created an amazing thinking machine hundreds of years ago, and Dr. Mosso seemed to want to surpass that. A thingy machine made by Lane Guillotine? Could that be Sable? But can understanding lies make someone human? Dr. Musso believed that humans have various reasons for lying, with various feelings underlying those reasons. It is those emotions that make them human. So he created a no-lying protocol. If Curve learns to lie like humans one day, then it means that he's no longer bound by his machine programming and has acquired human emotions. We're out here investigating cases because I want him to see how humans lie. I want him to learn. Then you definitely can't give up. Shouldn't we fight harder to give Curve more time? But how? Dr. Musso is gone now. But his research base is still out there. Right! There must be a maintenance manual or something. I went through everything already and didn't find anything about the base. How about the newspaper? Would they have any leads? Didn't the Fatouche say something like that too? That guy was an amateur. If the Marshoti Phantom doesn't know, then the newspaper certainly won't. You're just looking for excuses, Telchard. You're actually just afraid of failure, aren't you? No one fails forever. If you hit rock bottom, your only way is up. I've hit rock bottom? Yeah, you even took your uniform off. So I won't fail anymore. That's right! You absolutely will not fail again. In my humble analysis, Miss Paimon is lying. Hey, wait a sec, couldn't you just shut up just a little bit later? But lies have a chance to mold reality. What are you talking about, Curve? Lies molding reality? 30 years ago, Dr. Musso and I performed our first public test in Hotel de Board. At that time, there were only 4 tables, 8 chairs, and a waiter, who was also the owner. He said to me, Restaurant de Board will certainly become a renowned luxury hotel. It was just like Miss Paimon's statement, a lie based on sincerity. But today, as you can all see, de Board has exquisite carpeting, expensive decorations, 2 dining areas, and an endless stream of guests. I think that if the lie about de Board became true, then the statement that Agent Telechard will not fail again has the possibility of becoming true. Shutting down the lie learning module. Was Curve being a little odd just now? What was he talking about? It's the lie learning module. It resides in Curve's core, and once it's enabled, it makes Curve spew a bunch of illogical nonsense. I think Curve has a point. Well, Paimon thinks that some humans say things that don't make sense. Does that mean Curve is improving? It does. Telechard, are you just gonna give up just when Curve is showing signs of improvement? Well, can you please say that thing again? Say what? You'll absolutely not fail again. Oh, that's right, because you've already hit rock bottom. I get it. Then I'll try again, one more time. If Curve is still learning, then I have to help him. Wow, Telechard really is like a child sometimes. She gets moody so quickly, but also perks up just as quickly. Sounds like you, Paimon. Is Paimon not mature enough? You're even shorter than Telechard. Oh, just stop with the chit-chat. We should take action at once. Since the newspaper might know something, let's keep our eyes on the prize and keep investigating the theft. Since there are 4 of us, why don't we each roleplay as a suspect and recreate the crime scene? We might even find a breakthrough. Wow, Telechard's brains are working so fast. Paimon likes that idea. Let's go to the steamboat now. Alrighty. Traveling to the steamboat. I'm not sure we actually had the teleport. Oh, we did because we were on the 2nd floor. And we would have had to exit the building. You're the smallest here, Paimon, so you'll be Kevin. I'll be Daddy Rocher. Mr. Bollard is here for Dr. Musso, so let Curve be him. That's all that left is that redhead. Leave it to me. Alright, everyone, got their roles? So let's reenact the night of Sir Arthur's disappearance. What did all of these guys do? The first thing is to reenact is the order of their arrival. Okay, order of the 4 suspects. I think Rocher was here first. He had been here to the scene the crime the night before, and there he'd seen Sir Arthur intact and untouched, but when he awoke, Sir Arthur was gone, having disappeared as he slept. As he woke, he saw a small silhouette fleeing the scene. Oh, okay. When Kevin, he'd been to the scene the night before, but when he arrived, Sir Arthur was already missing. He saw an old drunken knife. He'd been to the scene of the crime before, but when he arrived, Sir Arthur was already missing. As an act of retaliation, he took the din knife and stuck it there to say, now this is a warning for them. He'd been to the scene of the crime before, but when he arrived, Sir Arthur was already missing. At the time, he noticed a letter at the scene. Oh yeah, okay. Need to open the letter, read it. So he was there first. He was there second. He was there third. And Rocher woke up after it was over. Okay, if that's incorrect, then Rocher is first. He was second. That means you were third, and the child was fourth. Okay. Yeah, Rocher was either first or last, depending on how they were looking at it. Incredible! That is absolutely correct. I am the first to arrive. I am Rocher, a middle-aged man who was kicked out by his wife. I've been loitering around here because I'm trying to get the job at the paper. On the night of the incidents, I drank a little, and I remember Sir Arthur sitting on his precious pedestal before I got completely drunk. Later on, I fell asleep by the road, and then... I'm Ballard, the second suspect to arrive at the scene. I immediately noticed that Sir Arthur wasn't where it should be. So the real thief stole Sir Arthur between the time of my arrival and Mr. Rocher falling asleep, and that the criminal left a letter full of threats for the paper. Acting on my intelligence officer instincts, I read the letter left by the thief and took it with me from the scene. After that, I'm up next. I'm Intrepid Valberry, Director 42 of a criminal gang. I wanted revenge on the paper, so I planned to run Sir Arthur straight through. But Sir Arthur was gone when I got there. I was furious, but there was nothing I could do. I stabbed the knife into the pedestal to scare them and left. It's finally Paimon's turn! I'm Kevin, a problem child. I'm here to get Sir Arthur to spread the word that my dad's a big fat weasel. But Sir Arthur was gone, and there was a knife in its favourite pedestal. I tried to look for it, but all I found was a smelly old man. I somehow woke him, and that terrified me. I took the knife to defend myself and ran as fast as I could. I didn't even notice when a button got torn off my clothes. Indeed, I'm that smelly old man. The commotion Kevin made woke me up, and I vaguely caught sight of him running off with something. After that, I looked toward the paper office and saw that Sir Arthur was missing. I was afraid of becoming a suspect, so I hurried back to my usual haunt at the docks. Is this everything that happened? Common thinks our reenactment went perfectly, but did we miss anything? The threatening letter. That's right. We forgot about the letter. The thief's motive is tied to the incident from 30 years ago. The paper should have some idea about the thief's identity, right? Yeah, but the paper is still in dark on all of this. We should deliver this letter to them immediately. How could we have overlooked something so crucial? Because all of you were too busy trying to console me. I'm so sorry for being a burden. You shouldn't think like that, Telechild. Haven't you read through Dr. Moss's case files? Those should be really exclusive information. Ah, now that you mention those, I forgot to tell you about the contents. Let's go over there to discuss it. Dr. Mercer's death is closely linked to the paper, so it feels weird to talk about it right outside their front door. Alright. Transition. Oh, that wasn't as smooth as I thought it would be. This spot is perfect. You wanted to know why Dr. Musso was tried, right? It actually stemmed from public opinion. Public opinion? Well, Not long after the existence of Dr. Mosso's lie detector was made public, the Steambird published several articles on it and quickly drew the public's attention.
Relevant information retrieved. Mosso's exclusive. Behind the Lies. Mosso Protocols. Protocols to watch. Lie detector. A game of authority.
The paper used special features like these to incite widespread fear and worry among the general public. Soon, public opinion began to turn against Dr. Mosso.
What were they worried about?
For example, how to guarantee that the lie detector's output is credible. What would happen if a suspect in a trial isn't lying, but Curve says he is? Would mistrials and injustice result? But if Curve's reliability can be guaranteed, then those concerns would evaporate.
Relevant information retrieved. Content from Lie Detector, a game of authority. When using protocols to restrict authority, the central question is not the lie detector's reliability, but its ability to remain independent from outside authorities.
As the article points out, Curve is just a machine. So what would happen if the people put their trust in Curve, yet someone could control Curve and use it to falsify results? The Mosso protocols are there to prevent that, right?
Relevant information retrieved. Content from Mosso Protocols. Protocols to watch. It must be noted that as the Mosso protocols are man-made, there is a possibility of them being modified. This may prove to be a well-concealed trap.
Whoa! Are they accusing Dr. Mosso of secretly tampering or leaving back doors? This is just the beginning. All kinds of other characters piled on after the Steambird triggered the first outpouring of public opposition. Relevant information retrieved. Fish can't live in clear water. Reject.
Relevant information retrieved. Fish can't live in clear water. Reject a goldfish bowl world. Published by the Seven Nations Gazette. Shocking misjudgment of the lie detector. Published by Short Anthologies.
Shocking misjudgment of the lie detector? Did Curve make a mistake? That was just a lie, of course. Curve was never involved in any case, much less a misjudged one. But that's how public opinion works. And so it was all downhill from there for Dr. Mosso. In the end, some even came forward and made accusations against the doctor. They called the lie detector a total scam, and all the results were completely manufactured. They believed that the doctor was deceiving the public in an attempt to gain the power to pass judgment over others, and so they demanded the doctor be severely punished and the lie detector be destroyed. Aren't those accusations a little too serious? Would anyone even believe stuff like that? Many did. They were all just ordinary people, so how could they differentiate the truth from lies? When we don't have access to sufficient information, we believe what others want us to believe. And it just so happens that such a crucial juncture, the Steambird did something huge. They provided evidence that exposed Dr. Mosso as having falsified results. The evidence was key to Dr. Mosso's conviction. Evidence? Did Dr. Mosso really deceive everyone? The doctor refused to admit it, of course, and so he died defending himself in a duel. Only then did things start to calm down. The paper's reputation skyrocketed, and a useless fake like Curve was soon forgotten. It was just left with the Marchese phantom as evidence.
So, is Curve the real deal or not?
Well, I think Curve is the real deal, and Dr. Mosso was wrongly accused. Then, was the evidence presented by the paper falsified? Or did they make a mistake? But the person who wrote the threatening letter seems to think that the paper deliberately fabricated those lies in search of fame, profit, or something else. Oh! Then could she be someone very close to Dr. Mosso, back for revenge? Pam would definitely avenge Traveller, if David was wronged like that. Paimon can't bear to think about it.
Thanks, Paimon.
But Dr. Mosso passed away 30 years ago, so someone very close to him. I wonder if Euphrasie knows anything. Should we go see her then? Don't worry, she wasn't in charge of the paper at the time, and I don't think Euphrasie is a bad person. Fine. Looks like we'll have to ask her about it tomorrow. Today was a total information overload. Paimon's head needs some time to recover. Alright, then let's head home, get some rest, and meet outside the paper tomorrow morning.
Oh? Is that the person? That was very suspicious. Alright. Did it untrack the quest, or did we finish it? What? Where's the quest gone? We're meant to come back tomorrow morning, right? Or is that like literal, like real life time? Is the quest just stopped? I thought we were finishing it today. That definitely wasn't finished. Then it's not here. Huh. Alright. I guess that's it for today.
A good newspaper should be a lighthouse.
I guess that's gonna be
truth.
like IRL time. So that's a bit weird. Alright.
It should be fine. I'm sure it will.
Guess I'll do it tomorrow if it's back, and if I've got time. Alrighty, see ya!